a Khmer lesson. For some of you guys out there, if you're just beginning to learn Khmer, then this would be good for you. In the future I might do some more kind of advanced stuff. My Khmer is not anything special. I've only been here just over 2 years, but I love the language and I want other people to be able to speak it. I love teaching it, so here goes. So today we're just going to start off with some really basic stuff for you that will just help you get around, some kind of common stuff that you're going to hear, that you're going to want to ask. In Cambodia we have a general kind of greeting, which is what I said at the start, Chum Rip Sur. And what we do is when we meet older people or we want to be respectful, we will greet them in that way, and we will do what's called Sompe, which is just when we put our hands together like this. Okay? You don't need to bow your head, you don't need to put your hands too high, too low, just stick your hands in front of your face like that. And what we're going to say is basically just a greeting. There's not much meaning to it, and translated directly it just means like to inform and to ask, you know, so it's just a general greeting. So what we're going to say is Chum Rip Sur. Chum Rip Sur. Okay, let's do it again. So the first word, Chum. Chum. Second word, Rip. Rip. The third word, Sur. Sur. Sur just means to ask. Okay, so Chum Rip Sur. Chum Rip Sur. Rip Sur. Okay, the faster you get, the kind of more jumbled together it gets, but that's the way that Khmer people are going to speak. Okay, they're not going to say Chum Rip Sur, they're going to say Rip Sur. Especially on the phone, when we speak on the phone, that's usually the way we introduce ourselves. If you're talking to order some food or to an organization, they're going to answer like that. Hello, Rip Sur. Okay, so one more time, Chum Rip Sur. Chum Rip Sur. Okay, good. So, hello, much more informal, basic way of saying hello. We're going to say Sur Stay. Okay, again, Sur Stay. First word, Sur. Again, that Sur word. Nice and simple, Sur. Next one, stay. Stay. Sur Stay. Sur Stay. Sur Stay. Chum Rip Sur. Sur Stay. Okay, easy. Okay, next one. How are you? How are you doing? Okay. Now there's variations on how we say this. There's different ways. So I'm just going to lay out a fairly standard one for you. Okay. If people know that you don't speak Khmer, they will make it more long-winded, and they would probably say something like this: Da nyak sok sabai chia te. But that's a really long way. Most of the time, people are just going to say sok sabai te or sok sabai ot. Sok means to be comfortable. Sabai means happy, and you'll hear that a lot. Day means either no or it's a question word. Okay, so we put it on the end of a statement to make it into a question. Okay, again, Sok Sabai Day. Sok Sabai Day. Sok Sabai Day. Okay. The other way we can do it is we can change the word day for ot. Ot just means no or a question again. It's as if to say or not. Are you feeling fine or not? Sok sabai ot. Sok sabai ot. So that's another way you can ask, or people will ask you. In response to that, we just reply with most of the question and take off the day or the ot. So we would say sok sabai. Sok sabai day. Sok sabai. Okay? Simple. Also, when we say that, we can use yes if we want. We can say yes, I'm fine. So in Khmer, yes, for a girl, they would say ja, ja. Okay. For a boy, we would say bad, bad. In the future, I'm going to go into reading and writing to make things a bit more simple, because this is it's a different way of saying the letter B that we don't actually have in English. But for the moment, you can just go with bad. Okay, I'm sure you'll manage, you'll get by, they'll understand. But as I say, when we get into it more and we want to speak really clearly, I'll explain how we make the actual sound, because it's different to the letter B in English. Okay, so we'd say Sur Stay, Sok Sabai ot, and you would reply Sok Sabai, or Bad Sok Sabai. Okay, just means yes, I'm fine. Next one, where are you going? Basically, they're just going to say do na, do na. Okay, do means to go. Na is like where or which or what. Okay, that we put on the end of a kind of question sentence. Okay, so for example, moi na, which one? Do na, where are you going? Bail na, when? Net na, who? Okay, so it's that kind of word. I'm not very good at English, so I don't know the correct terminology for that word. Anyway, let's go for it again. Do na, do na. Okay, do na, do na. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to teach you quite how to respond to that yet because it depends on where you're going. But simply, if you want to ask where they're going, do na. Okay. Again, we can make that longer. We can put you in front of it because we're literally just asking go where. We can put you. We can put a question mark to show we're asking a question. But at the moment, we're just going to stay very simple and we're just going to say do na. Okay. And the final one I'm going to tell you, which is very common. Cambodians always like to ask if you've eaten yet. Okay. So they will say nham bai nau. Nham bai nau. Nham means to eat. Bai is rice, okay, but they'll often use it for food because in Cambodia, rice is food, okay? Food is rice. They will always eat rice. Now just means like yet or not, okay? So we're going to say nham bai nau, to which they will respond nham hai. Hai just means already or in the past, okay? So again, nham bai nau, nham hai. Have you eaten yet? I've eaten already. Okay, it's a quick run through of what we've learnt. Jumrip so stay, sok sa bai ot, bad, sok sa bai, nham bai nau, nham bai hai. Okay, see you next time for another lesson.